So I just did some more digging. I wanted to look more into this car, just because as you guys know, we know nothing about it. So I took out the glove box just to inspect the ECU, because I have a spare manual ECU I was gonna put in if it was an auto. Turns out it's mine's ECU. So I'll probably take it off, send the serial number to mines and see just what they all had flashed on, but it's pretty fucking cool that it's got a mines ECU. Can't really see with all that radio wiring, but I think that's fucking sick. So it's got a mines ECU, so that's cool. So I'm just gonna put this back for now. I was just curious, but now I know. Some people say they up the boost a little bit, other people say they just take speed limiter off, but we'll find out. But I'm just gonna get this back together. I'm ready, so we got it back in. So next, I kinda wanna put that intake on. Got that HKS intake. Kinda wanna tackle that job real quick. Still pretty early in the morning, so I feel like I can get it done. Should be fairly straightforward. Also, since I got all the Series 2 amber interior lighting, I can probably change the color to this to orange as well, and I think that'd be super sick. So we're also going to be doing that. But first, let's tackle this. So first plan of attack, take the actual air filter portion off, start disassembling the J pipe, and I don't think we'll have to touch any of the charge pipe itself, but we'll do that and then we'll smoke test it just to make sure we don't have any boost leaks. So let's take some stuff off. Okay, take this whole filter out as one. Next, we'll take the bolt for the throttle. This is just the throttle bracket. You don't need to put this back in, so you can pretty much like delete it because there's still that one on the actual on the brake master and on the actual intake itself. You don't need this many. So that can come off. It's gonna stay off. So curious about this car's history because there's no heat shield on the actual turbo, which kind of leads me to believe that it either had an aftermarket turbo installed. That's the only kind of thing I thought, that it had an aftermarket turbo, because why would you take the heat shield off, like in general? That's the point. Alrighty, bolt drop, that's good. Alright, so all those lines are off. Alright, no, we have one more, Jesus. Toyota was really trying to make this harness tight. Okay, alright, yeah, so now that's loose, which is good. We'll have to remove this connector. That can sit like that. And what's on the turbo? Let's see, we got 12s and 12s. I don't think there's anything mounted. Only one way to find out, boys. Okay. Might have to remove the charge pipe. Good news is I have both gaskets, so I don't mind taking it off then. I was just nervous if I didn't have the gasket. Remove the actual J pipe. Hopefully. Yeah. Looks like it'll get more room. Boom. The J pipe is off. It's just so bulky. Bulky, unnecessary. Definitely need a fucking heat shield because that looks hideous to me. Alrighty. Oh, so there wasn't even a bolt because it would have been a brace right there, but not even there, so somebody was in there. Alright, let's get this HKS unboxed. Like I said, we got the HKS racing suction, that part number for the JZX 100. It gives you all the lines, and then the main is the actual intake. So I'm gonna double check there's no burrs that can get caught into the turbo, and then we'll install it. But turbo's clean, mating surface is clean as well. So now we can install the gasket and install the actual intake. Okay. Let's get the nuts on. Let's do a quick clean. Good. Okay, I think that's tight. We'll do a smoke test, like I said. We got the actual super suction, actual portion on. So now we'll start tackling getting all this wiring kind of buttoned up. We're gonna route it along, loop it around, tie it like up to here. We'll tie it like along this side, just so we have no harness above the manifold, especially with, we got it on order. Don't worry, we got one on order. Jesus. All right, so 2 of the bolts that you use to take out of the J-pipe, and then 2 blow-off valve bolts that bolt the blow-off valve to the J-pipe, you can use this sandwich plate. So we'll use the old bolts and those old nuts. So, like I said, you guys can see, hopefully. All right, so these are bolts that were removed during the J-pipe removal, and we'll be utilizing them for the actual blow-off valve portion. This all comes with the kit. I reused the gasket. We'll find out if it leaks when we do it. Hopefully it doesn't leak. All right, so this is how the blow-off valve system looks. You got it coming in, elbow, and then the long elbow goes down. So right there. So that's kind of how it mounts. Now we're gonna put some caps on here. So one there, and then we'll put one down under there. But for now, we're gonna take off this IAC line, run it to the IAC portion right here. So let's do that real quick. Alrighty, and there's the kit installed with everybody's favorite filter that everybody hates, but deep down they think is cool. But we got the cap on there. The hose, the way they wanted it to run was like kinking, so I ran it this way. So one there here and then one straight over. I'll drive it and start it and see if it does anything better. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about this line. This line's super like soft, so I'm worrying that the IAC is gonna suck it right in, but I guess we'll find out. Let's just double check everything, get a cap on one of those lines down there, and we'll get back to you. All right, looks like we got it all installed. So we got the MAF adapter, or not the main, I don't know why I said MAF like that, but we got the air filter to this section, to a MAF, to a section, to the actual intake. Bigger one we put on for the IAC, smaller one went right to the crankcase. We routed it that way. Got the blow-off valve on but blocked off. And then you can see that IAC line in the back, and then the actual vacuum nipple on the bottom we blocked off as well. So it looks like we're good. Let's give it a start. Let's get its first start. Alrighty, everything looks good so far. The map doesn't look like it's getting sucked in. That looks good as well. Nothing's hitting anything. So far, so good, it looks like. Still wish I need to get a speed stroke, but that looks terrible. But we got to change. It's different than when we bought it. That's good. Alrighty, fired up, boys. We got the HKS intake installed. Still loving the Series 2 illumination. It looks so sick. See if you hear the noise change. Clean up, take it for a road test, see if our Defi gauge is on. Yep, Defi gauge is on, sick. Alrighty boys, so we got the HKS intake installed. We set the EVC on the HKS boost controller to 1 bar. And it reaches 1 bar. That's what it was. I think it was reaching, I think the boost controller was set too high, because this is normal power, feels great. Let's go around here. Definitely has some type of diff installed as well, but it sounds great. Sounds glorious, guys. I am absolutely loving it. Give you guys another sound clip. HKS exhaust, HKS racing suction. Woo! Sounds really good. Boys, I'm loving this HKS intake with the HKS exhaust. Super sick. Oh, can't get over that. Guys, less than a couple years ago, we were on the same road doing the swap, and now we're in an actual Tour V that is just so sick. So sick. Oh, I'm loving it. Boys, like I said, think about it. A couple years ago, we were in the same exact spot. I'm gonna actually see if I can clip to that video. We were in the exact spot, exact kind of setup. But just that was a grande to this, but this is the real thing, boys. We got the real thing now, real Tour V manual. Fire me up right here. So you can see that GTE R154. The intake is good. We got the boost controller dialed. I think it was over boosting. I think we were overshooting it, maybe leaning it out a little bit. But hopefully we're good. We'll cross that bridge if it comes. But right now we're chilling at 1 bar of boost with the electronic boost controller, with the Defi gauge. I'm gonna take the Defi gauge out, like I said. I'm gonna get it matching the rest of the interior illumination. I'm loving the orange illumination as well. But that's gonna end this video, guys. We just wanted to do a quick install of our HKS intake on a JZX100. This is the racing suction. I love it. You can sit. Sounds glorious. Literally sounds so good. Car's coming along. We need a kit, I know. We need a bumper. If anybody wants this OE Aero that's got a hole mark right there, let me know. We'll do a sell or something, whatever you want to do. But we're gonna try to get the Minervas on soon, size it up for some lips, see what kind of lips. I think we can go pretty big now, thinking how big the guards are rolled. But yeah, guys, stay tuned, guys. This is sick. Think about it. Today is Wednesday. I got the car on Monday, and we've already done a good amount of stuff to it. Got the exhaust on. I don't know when this video is gonna be posted, in what chronological order, but intake's on, exhaust is on, Nardi's in, shift knobs in. We fixed the Defi gauge. We fixed the boost controller. We got full Series 2 illumination inside, waiting on a seat. Bracket, we're gonna get some brackets to get the Recaro in. That's really gonna change this car. I go on vacation too, so once I get back, I'll get it registered, and then we'll be able to actually drive it instead of just like sneakily driving it around the neighborhoods. But that's gonna close this video, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys. Peace out.